Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Genevieve Designs. Today we're going to work on the embellishing the covers of the album we just started. This one is called the Hello Pink Autumn from Prima. That's the paper collection we're using. And in the very last video we made the covers and we did a little bit of prep. And there is a specific playlist just for this project. It'll start from the beginning and work its way down as we go on. It'll add more videos to it, and I'll link this up here and down below. So we are making the A size Basically Amazing, which is the largest album size in the Basically Amazing. And we are using the Basically Amazing foundations and the Basically Amazing Decorative Edge Graceful add-on. I did want to mention really quick, if you had the other Decorative Edge, the Charming, I don't have it right up here. Well, yeah, somewhere. If you have this one and you would prefer to use this one instead of the Graceful, feel free. The page numbers are still going to be the same. They're not going to be different. They just have different shaped edges. Different shaped edges. Sorry, the weather is starting to change, you guys, and my voice is starting to change. So I have already prepped some things that I'm going to do on the cover. I didn't do anything with the spine yet, but I've already prepped some things. So let me show you what I did. I'm just trying to save a little bit of time on video. So the mats for the cover are on page 49A in the foundations, and I printed the one with the pumpkin background design on it. I printed two, one for the front and one for the back. I just figured I'd go ahead and at least cover the back. I don't know, I don't have a plan for it yet, but I do have one for the front. The pumpkin background design is my newest background design, and I'll have it linked down below. It's templates that are available in my Etsy shop. So I've got two of those, and I've already trimmed them out, and I've already inked up the raw edge. And then we're going to need on page 17 BD is this page. So what I did was I cut all the tabs all the way around off and just left these two middle ones on. I have scored them on that line. I have scored them. I have inked the back. And I've taped on the back. I accidentally grabbed the 1/2" tape. I didn't mean to. I meant to grab the 3/8. But I have inked one side, and this is just plain on plain white cardstock. These were also printed on 80-pound white cardstock. And right now, that's all we're going to need out of the foundations. And what we got sticking out of the bottom here? Oh. And then out of the Graceful Decorative Edge, we're going to need page 8B, which is this one right here. And I printed this one out with the pumpkin background design on it. And I cut the two. Also wanted to mention that the tabs, this album is so large that the full pages, so these are the main base pages. They're, you know, the A, B, C, and D. They are the full length of this page. So the tabs on the top and the bottom, you don't see one of the lines. And sometimes you don't see one of the lines on the side. You just leave it there. If you're going to use this as a pocket, you just leave it there. You don't cut anything additionally off. Unless it's got too much space. Mine sometimes sucks it in too fast or doesn't suck it in fast enough. It's, you know, printers are very finicky sometimes. But anyway, so this is the main base page for the B size album, and it is the Graceful Decorative Edge, and I have cut the top and the bottom tab off. I have left the long side tab on. I have scored it. I have put tape on the pumpkin side, and I have inked the other side. So I've got that ready. And then back here on page 23A, these are the double doors for the largest album, which is the A, which is the size we're working on now, but we're not going to be using them as double doors. But this is what it looked like when I printed it off. I printed it off with the pumpkin background design, and I cut this one away because we're not going to be using this one right now, so I'm going to put this one aside. But I did cut the top and the bottom tab off. I scored this put tape on the tab on the back side, not the side with the pumpkin background design on it, but the back side, and I have inked up the edges. If you need to refer back to any of this, I have timestamps down below in the description box, so you can jump around if you need it. So what we're doing is, let me show you the album. This was the prototype, the mock-up that I made of the Graceful Decorative Edge when I released them a year ago, over a year ago, or has it been a year? I don't know. I can't remember. I can't remember anything. But we didn't actually get to make this on camera, but I thought everybody wanted to make it, but by the time everything was out and everything, there was just, the paper collection wasn't available. I mean, it's probably still available, but not enough people would have been able to get their hands on it. So we didn't make this exact album, but we're trying to maybe replicate some of these pieces, some of these interactive parts in this album. This one actually is a 3-fin binding, and we did the accordion stitched binding on this. But there is a video flip through of this. I will link it up here and down below in the description box if you want to check it out. But this is what we're doing with our covers. So I just wanted to show you that real quick. That's where we're headed anyway. So I'm going to put the back cover aside for now. And I'm going to take, actually, I think the first thing I'm going to do is find the center of this. I'm going to use my Tim Holtz ruler, and I'm going to find the center of this page and mark it. And I'm going to find the center of the top here and mark it. And I'm also going to find the center of these little flips and mark those. So that I can match them up really nicely. And we'll do those first. I've wrote magnet on here. I need to remember to add some magnets. I am, though, I'm going to take and cut just a little bit away so that it doesn't stick out. Just a little bit of an angle. Put my scissors in there real quick. So what I'm going to do is, I've got the tape on here. This is cherry on top tape. And I'm going to, the tape's on this side, and I'm going to stick it underneath this mat. So I'm going to, actually, I think what I'll do is I'll lay this down and match this up this way. I can see it a little better because I can't get up over top of it because I'll be blocking your view. So I'm going to lay this down here like that. And so it'll flip down like this. And I'm going to burnish. And then the same on this side. I'm going to lay, actually, let's just lay this down. This, since these two flip downs or flip pages don't have a direction yet, it doesn't matter which one I used on which. Put that there and burnish. And like I said, we're going to be putting magnets so everything will stay flat. I also have an Amazon list specifically for this project if you want to check out some stuff. I've got things listed down below, like my adhesives and my magnet resources and all of that. I've got that stuff listed down below as well, but then I've also got stuff listed in my Amazon for this project because I make special project lists just for ease, just for you guys to be able to find things easily. Okay, so for this side, we're going to have the pumpkin background design facing up. So I'm going to take the paper backing off of there. Well, actually, right this second, we're going to have that pumpkin design facing down. And I'm going to attach it to the back side of the mat here on the front for the front cover. I feel like I went over just a little bit. That's okay. burnish this down. And then on this side, we're gonna have the pumpkin design folding in like this. So we want the pumpkin design facing up because we're gonna put the tab on the back of here. I'm gonna flip it around this way just because it's easier for me to see. Do not go over the score mark, just come close to it and just line it up all the way down. So then that will go there. So in the end, when we get done, not in the end of the project, but at the end of this video, this is going to be here. This is going to be attached to the cover just like this, and it's going to flip open there, flip open, flip up, flip down, however you want to say. All right, I have a whole list of different resources down below in the description box of different magnets and magnet savers. What is a magnet saver? It's just a little thin metal disc, and they come in different sizes. I have those listed, not the sizes per se, excuse me, but where I got them. And then in the Amazon list, I have the tin caps that are for roofing. They're not really tin, but they're called tin caps. Anyway, those are linked in my Amazon. Well, at least I think they will be. And the magnets as well. I got several different resources for magnets, and I've got a ton of magnets. Okay, this is one of my little crafty trays and my crafty companion over here. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to trace this out. I'm not going all the way, but I'm just going to trace that out so I can see exactly where they overlap. Because I'm thinking I'm going to put them all the way through, like in the same spot, so that these will be held down with those same magnets. Do you see what I'm saying? So I might do one here and one here, right? And it's going to have to be right in the middle too. So I could do like one here, one there. I think that'll work. All right, I think I'm gonna use glue dots because I'm not gonna be matting it just yet. These the ones that I have. Permanent glue dots. Oh, those are big. Oh, that's okay. I wonder if I could get it right on that. Ah! That wasn't good. I don't know if I can, I think I might have to put it onto the magnet. No, that worked. These do seem like very big glue dots, don't they? All right, so we're gonna put one of the magnets there. One of the magnets there. And I'm going to grab a Post-it note, and we're going to add some magnets here as well. I love using magnets. You could do a different way. You could do Velcro dots. You could do a tie, like you could have a string coming out from here and a string from here, and you could tie it closed if you wanted to, but I just like magnets. I really have fun with my magnets. All right, I'm gonna just use magnets all the way through, I think, because I don't want it to flop around, and I don't want anything to fall out that might be inside of here, because you could really stuff that full of photo mats and things like that. So I think this time I'm gonna try to, I doubt I'll be able to get that to work. Let's see, maybe if I stamp it. Boop. These are a little harder to mess with than the little ones. These are so big. Okay. Well, I guess at least I can see them. Wow, and they're sticky. Okay, so now I'm going to flip this over and press. Yeah, so those are there. Then I'm going to temporarily put these here. And again, we're going to put some adhesive. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to take it and close it this way, so that those get attached to these two flips. I just put these here, I don't know if I explained, because magnet to magnet they might pull on each other and not let go. So that's what I did that for. So then, right, we got this, then we're gonna flip it all the way to the back side. Now I know this is a lot of magnets. This might be a little excessive. I know, I get it. These seem a little thinner than the ones I was just using. Interesting. They're not. So you don't have to use this many if you don't want to. But I think I've got pretty good resources for these magnets, so you can get a good bang for your buck. Oh, why did I do that? That was ding-dongy. That's not what I meant to do. Well, I'm just going to leave that tape there. Here's what I'm going to do. I wasn't even thinking. I'm going to take some, let's take 1-inch tape. I put the glue on the wrong side, you guys. Yep. So, and it's not been that long since I've made an album. It's only been a couple months. Got something sticking to me. All right. I do think everything is inked up. I think I can go ahead and put this on here. And I think I will. Let me move my magnets. But I'm going to add some tape. I'm going to add 3/8 inch. Or actually, I better, let's use thicker. So I'm going to go all the way around these edges, and I think this is 5/8 of an inch. I might even add some wet glue to this to make sure that it doesn't come off. All right, so I think I will take this tape backing off, and then I will add some glue where the tape is not. It's so funny. And I'm going to use Fabri-Tac by Beacon. Put it on this way. Okay. Burnish that down really good. I'm gonna erase those little marks there. So while we're inside here, I also have some photo mats, and I've printed from the Photo Mats Essentials. I have printed the ones with the photo corners and the black mat. I think that's what I'm going to use. I've printed 2 of each one because there's also the photo corners with a white mat. There's one without photo corners with a black mat, and one without photo corners with a white mat. But I printed 2 of each off, but I think I'm going to use the ones with the photo corners. So, and, oh, what did I do with them? Oh, that's them right there. I thought that was a piece of cardstock. So there's 2 to a page, and I printed these on 28-pound white paper. And the reason I did that is it doesn't need to be thick, because this is where you're going to put your photo. So you're gonna put this photo mat here, and then you're going to put your photo on top of this. And don't forget that if you have been wanting one of these photo corner jumpers, it'll do the photo corner, so you could, you know, do your picture so it looks just like that. These are available. I have this tool linked down below. I have it linked in several different places, so be sure to get a hold of one of those now while they're in stock. And the other thing is my photo, my new photo, my stamp, my Picture Perfect stamp set. This one has been, I've taken it apart, but this is what it looks like. This is my new stamp set. It's a 6x8 stamp set, and I made it with May. We collaborated together, made this just for these purposes right here, and I'm super excited. I have it linked down below, and if it's not in stock, go ahead and add your email in there, and they will notify you when it's back in stock. As long as you guys want it, they'll keep restocking it. So anyway, so check down below, hit that link, and go see if it's back in stock yet. But let me show you what I've done, because you guys are gonna laugh at me. Well, I went ahead and ordered 3 sets of these stamping blocks. I'll have them linked in my Amazon. So I've got a 3x4, 4x6, and a 5x7 there. And then I've also got, since it comes with 2 sizes in each, I also put each one of those frames. Whoops, I keep doing that. So this torn paper one, this tag one, and this photo corner one, I put each one of those on here. The only thing that I haven't done is put the sayings on a block, because that would be a lot of blocks to put all those sayings on. So I haven't transferred those into any sort of block yet. But anyway, I thought it was funny. I thought I would show you. And then I do have this block that has the 2 long, the long labels, right? Those are so cute. And then I also have my little heart on this round one, because it's cute. It's super cute. So anyway, I had to laugh because I looked over there. I was like, oh my gosh, they're gonna think I'm so silly. But that's what I did. That is exactly what I did. So before I put them all up, 2 of these I'm just gonna stamp with a 4x6. I obviously don't need the 3x4 and the 5x7 right now. So I'm just going to stamp it with the 4x6. This way you know, if you're giving this as a gift, that person knows what size photo to put there. And then for 2 of these, I'm going to stamp. I haven't decided if I should stamp this in here or not. Why not? You can just do the 4x6. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I think it's kind of fun. It adds a little bit of interest to your photo mat there. So I'm just going to hold that there for a second. Got glue on my fingernail. And luckily it doesn't have to be perfect. Because again, you're going to put a photo. So, or whoever gets the album is going to put a photo. And I'm going to stick that one there and I'm going to hold it there for just a second. Right. Oh, I don't know why I put that back up. So then you could put the 4x6 right in the middle of that. Right, it's just cute. It's just a different look. Goodness gracious, you guys, my throat. It's gotten so itchy. Okay, let me show you. Now I just need to decide which two I'm going to have on the front. So it's either going to look like this one, or it's going to look like this. So I think I'll do the one that's a little bit more interesting on the front and these on the inside. So let's start with the ones on the inside first. And I think I'm just going to use my tape runner. If I've got any tape in it. I do. Let me show you a picture. I know I don't usually show you pictures of me, but let me show you a picture of me and my granddaughter. Her birthday, we made, she had like a Toy Story themed birthday party, and we made blocks out of her name, and her mama had ordered some boxes. Surely that I made them fit onto, and oh, come on, please tell me I've got it somewhere. And we sat in the floor and made them. Oh wait, this might be them. We sat in the floor and made them, and we used tape gun, the tape runner, tape ATGs, and she kept taking that tape and just ripping it off. It was so funny, but let me show you. Let me show you a picture. It's me and my granddaughter. You see those cute little Toy Story blocks? Aren't they adorable? So we sat there and made those. I had sized them to fit, printed them on my big printer, and cut them out, and we taped them up with these, and it was so much fun. She had a blast. She had a blast. She had a blast messing with the tape. And then we had to use like tape, that shipping tape, to keep the boxes flat. And she kept playing with that. That was good fun for her too. But anyway, so yeah, your craft supplies come in handy for other things as well, not just for crafting. Oh, look what I did. I got to talking about my granddaughter, and next thing you know, I just went and stuck it down in the wrong spot. So I have a resource for refills on these pink ATG tape gliders, and it's at Tape Depot, and it's specifically, I linked the exact one for the pink ATG. So it's a really, really good price, you guys, really good price, or I wouldn't share it with you. Really good price, because the other tape refills, the Scotch ones, are so expensive. It's like $5 or $6 a refill or something. Or you can get a whole case of these, a whole case, I don't know, I guess 12 or 24 of these for maybe the price of 2 refills from the other brand. Excuse me, goodness. So yeah, check it out. Anyway, so that was, I guess I decided not to put a magnet there. But it was so much fun making those little boxes, those little things with her. It was so cute. Oh, I guess I could have also erased the magnet, because you can see through. So that's another thing. You can kind of see through the 28-pound paper. So I'm going to erase. I wrote the page number on here when I was prepping, so I didn't forget and waste precious time. Searching. Alright, I'm going to put a little bit of tape over top of these. I'm just going to use some 1/4 of an inch, I think. Because I'm going to remove the backing. I just don't want them to move. I probably could have done a magnet saver on this side and saved 2 magnets, but again, I wanted to be able to really pack this full with photo mats and things like that so that it would stay closed. Let me go ahead and put some tape on this side. All right, I have an idea of what I think I want to put here, so let me get that out. So out of all of the paper that we pulled out, we got 2 of each page. My very most favorite one is this one. So I was thinking about matting this page with that, which I think automatically already looks stunning. I just love this paper. I don't know why. And then we can do some embellishing over here. What I think I'm going to do is just get the mat for this page, which is on page 55B, in the Graceful Decorative Edge, or if you're using the Charming, that one too. And I'm going to make sure, because of the way these templates are made, you don't want to like trace it like this and then try to flip it this way and stick it on there. It may not match up perfectly. I mean, it should be okay, but since this template actually goes this way, so it mats like this, I could print this out, and I almost did, but I decided not to because I want to be able to place it exactly where I want it, if that makes sense. I want to get that butterfly. I might have to, ooh. What if I came up here? I wanted to get a butterfly in here, so I'm going to try. The only thing about tracing is you have to ink more if you're inking. Whoops. Did y'all see that? Okay, so I am going to cut this out, and then I will be back. All right, I have it all inked up, cut out, inked up. Good to go. Oh, look, I got some ink. Oh no, that's okay. I got some of my distress ink on there. So that's what it's going to look like. And then we're going to put some flowers here. So I am going to add this onto this page. And I think because of the curves, I'm just going to use my Fabri-Tac. To go around. You could use art glitter glue. Use your favorite glue. But if I could only have one liquid glue, just one liquid glue, not options, just the one, this would be my one. Because it's like a miracle worker. This stuff. It stinks to high heaven. And it didn't used to stink this bad, but it stinks to high heaven. But it is some wonderful adhesive. Okay. Stick that on there like this. I am so excited to be making an album. Okay. It looks so good so far. Pretty good. All right, so the next things is I have too much stuff sitting out is what I have. I have all my flowers. I haven't opened yet. I have these, which I didn't even think about. I mean, look at that butterfly. Look at that. Maybe I should try to incorporate that onto this cover. Anyway, And then I have all of my die cuts and pieces that I have cut out. So I think I'm gonna start, because we're gonna do something here. I think I'm gonna start there. And I want to, is this too big? I want to prop that, there we go. Prop that up. I think these might be cool because we can give dimension, or we can do, what am I trying to say? Like, stretch things out. So let me get one of the crafty trays to put these in. These colors are so pretty. The flowers for this collection kind of missed the mark a little bit. Like those green ones, there is no color in this paper collection that is that color green. No color at all that I found. So I don't know why that color was picked, but that's okay. We shall just go with the flow. So I was thinking about using something like this. Oh look, the magnet's catching it because there's wire in there. I was thinking about using one of my, I stamped this image obviously onto some coffee stained paper and cut it out. I think that might be kind of cute on there. I've also got one of these, one of those, so I could do something like special moments or something. Well, let's just stamp it, and I can always do another one. Okay, I've got a stamping block, at least I think I do, right here. And let's do special moments. I like our story too. Let's do special moments. Should I do... Oh, let's do this one. So many choices. Okay. And I know you're not supposed to stamp your ink, but it's nice and snug in its little holder there, so it's a little ink tray. So I'm just going to put it, do I want it like this or like this? I'm just going to put it up here. Like that. That is so cute. So we're thinking about doing that. That's gonna get on my nerves that it keeps sticking onto the magnet. So let's look at these bigger flowers. Did you see it? You see how that just doesn't go? It's kind of disappointing, really. I was trying to think of what I could do to grungy it up a little bit, or to make it a little bit more like the right color, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not. So we'll just set those aside. We may not use those. So we can do something like this. Just dump them off. It's a shame, really, because it would have been a nice complementary color there. The green would have made a nice color. This one, I don't know if that's working either. Okay, I think this is what I'm going to go with. I have pretty much dragged everything out. It's not glued down yet, but I did take a picture of it so that I can refer back, and I will, let me put all these trays up really fast because, oops, I decided to use the butterfly die cut instead of the butterfly chipboard embellishment, because this we could use on the inside, and this way it'll stay a little bit lighter. But then that made me want to put some metal on here. And so I went and got into all of my rusty bits, and I've got some rusted butterflies and rusted keys. So this is what I came up with. What do you guys think? Do we like? Oops, put a tray in the wrong space. I think that's really cute. I think that's what we're gonna do. Let me move all these. I guess I better hang on to them. We might end up using more. I have a whole video on rusting some stuff. I think it's called Let's Rust Some Stuff. I will link it up here and down below in the description box. I've got a cubby, a crafty tray over here with all kinds of rusty bits in it that I grab every now and then. Okay, so this is what I think I'm gonna do. So I think first what I want to do is attach this key to this butterfly. So I ended up fussy cutting a little bit more off of this one because it had a really big white border, and I inked it just ever so slightly along the edge. So I'm just going to put glue right here in the middle of this, and I'm going to put this key here just like this and hope that it dries good. So I'm going to leave it sitting aside there. Ah! Did you see that? Wow, it's not even touching. Good job, Jen. Maybe if I do it like this. Okay. So I'm gonna leave that sitting over there, and I'm gonna try to glue these down. I did pull in one of this green color. It's like a chartreuse, or I don't even know what color it is, but it doesn't go with the paper collection. But I'm gonna use it to lift the butterfly up just a little bit. So I think I will start with this piece. So I think also I'm just going to glue where the tape is, maybe, so it looks like it's actually taped down. Oh, you know what? I want it to ink the edges just a little. All right, so I've got my phone here up on my tippy toes. Pretty sure it goes like this. Right, like this. And then up here, this has got to go under here first. So let me go ahead and stick that in there. And then down at the bottom, these two go under there as well. So you might have to come back and add some more glue to things, and that's okay. The good thing about Fabri-Tac is it does give you time to move things around, which I like a lot. Okay, so let's put this big flower over here. And then this one over here. And I'm going to tuck this one under both of those, like that. So sometimes it's just best to just play with what you have available and just keep moving stuff around until you're like, yep, That's it. That's what I want. At least that's what I do, anyway. And then, let's get this. Should I? I'm gonna ink the back here just a little. I'm not sure where all it's gonna touch. Back on the tippy toes. What's happened here? There we go. Okay, I'm gonna have to hold it up for a second. Does that look like my picture? Somewhat, somewhat, a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna let that dry for a minute, but I'm gonna bring it up close so you can see. What do you think? I like it. Whoop! It's not too much. It's just enough for an impact. I'm gonna think about what I wanna mat the inside of this with, and I might even go ahead and get it ready while this is drying, and I'll be right back. Okay, I think what I've decided to do is actually messed up. I actually traced the wrong template onto my what's it called? Shades of color. This one is the purplish one. So far that's been the least used color on the cover. So I wanted to put it under the underside there. So this one's 17 in the shades of color 2. Printed it onto white cardstock, and I think this is okay. Pretty good to dry. Pretty good to dry. So this is what I'm thinking. So I was going to put this here, like that. And this, I had fussy cut out of that one sheet of, you know, all of the different things that you could fussy cut out. And I thought I would do something like this over here. What do you think? I think I'm going to do that because I've actually run out of time, and I think that looks good. So I'm going to put this together. These are fussy cut pumpkins out of the paper, out of this paper, this paper here. So these are some fussy cut pumpkins from here. Yeah. So don't forget to cut apart all your little pieces like that as well. That would be fun. Okay, I'm going to start by adding this. Oh, I think my battery is getting ready to die. Dang it. And I'm going to add it down here, I think. So you can see I cut it out of the pattern paper. That's that burlappy looking stuff. And then this one was actually at the bottom, so I didn't even cut a whole piece. But why not? Why not go ahead and use it? We can tuck that straight edge in there just a little bit, and there, all done. Oh. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it got. I could have swore I hit record. I had to change my battery again. I could have swore I hit record, and I just glued this down. I don't know. I just glued it down with Fabri-Tac. That's all I did. I glued it with Fabri-Tac. And I was jabbering on about maybe putting photo mats here. And of course there's going to be like loose photo mats in here, but we'll make those at another time. But yeah, it looks really cute. I like the way that turned out. I will add those keys to my Amazon. I did mat the back of the album with that, with the pumpkin background mat, and I'm going to leave it like that for now. I'm sure I'll come back and do add something to it, a pocket or something like that. But yeah, what do you think, you guys? Do you like it? Do you think it turned out okay? be sure to let me know what you think down in the comments. Alright, thanks for joining me today, and be sure that you are subscribed to my channel and hit that bell notification. And be sure to give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.